Hey everybody, David here, Distilling Adventures. Hope you are all doing well. It has been an extremely long time. Um, this obviously, as you can tell, is not um, an outdoor adventure as much as it is a distilling adventure because I'm going to be talking about some distilled spirits here today down in my basement bar. This will be the first video in the bar since I finished it. I think it was November when I built this little area down here. Nothing fancy, but it does serve a purpose. Um, so I apologize to those of you who are not interested in whiskey. I can understand you not watching. I can always understand you not watching my videos, but if you don't want to watch this one primarily because of that, I apologize. Feel free to not watch, but I'd love to have you here. Um, Definitely gonna be getting out, hanging between the trees here again very soon. Have not been out in a long time, and I'm itching to, so that'll be coming soon. But anyway, I don't want to keep this video from. I don't want it to be too long. I want to keep it from getting too long, but I wanted to share something that a couple of packages I've received. Um, and it might have even been back in November when I received the first one I'm going to show you from some Whiskey Tube friends, the Bourbon Note. Used to be Ben and Greg, but now it's just Ben doing it solo there. And Ben, thank you for these packages they did on their, I think it was on their live stream, which I keep missing. Don't get to join in on those like I'd like to. But they did a Patreon giveaway and put the names in a hat and spin a wheel, and the name chosen gets a goodie package of samples. So the first one I'm going to show you, do not let this be a reflection on them because Ben is awesome. And these are very generous, but it's funny. I wanted to share with him. So first of all, when the first package came, I didn't open it right away because I envisioned doing a video opening it. I never did. So probably a month went by and I finally opened it. So it's really my own fault. But there must have been a small leak in with these sample bottles, and the alcohol, just the liquid itself, kind of wiped everything off the label for all three samples. But I got to tell you, that's going to make it a fun blind. When it's all said and done, I will definitely be able to tell which is which. I wrote down so I wouldn't forget what samples were in this, but this is a Macfarlane's Reserve 16, which I think is this one right here. It is finished in sherry casks, finished for 2 years in sherry casks. So the darker color on this definitely makes me think this is the finished whiskey. So then we have these two. There is the Knob Creek Burr Rye and E.H. Taylor Rye. Now, I have had the Knob Creek Burr Rye. Actually have a bottle. I've had it. I enjoy it. It's not everyone's favorite, doesn't get super favorable reviews, but I think it's pretty decent. I was admittedly not a huge Knob Creek fan in general. I mean, I enjoyed their stuff, but it just didn't do it for me for a long time. And recently have become a bigger fan and come to really enjoy their stuff and their profile. And of course, the E.H. Taylor being a rye, I will certainly, and Buffalo Trace products, you can kind of usually pick those out of the lineup. So I'll be able to tell which of these two that are left would be the rye and which one's the Burr Rye. So anyway, I'm excited. It'll be a nice blind, and I'll see which one I like best. I haven't opened these and partaken of these yet because my nephew and I will get together and split these samples up and go through these together because we like to do a lot of our drinking together. So anyway, that was the first package I received from Ben. The second package came just a couple of weeks ago, and when I opened it, I thought I'm not going to wait to do a video because I know I'm just a slacker. So I went ahead and opened it, but the package was bigger than what you'd fit 3 samples in. So I will show you those samples first and then show you the extra little goodie that Ben generously threw in there. So anyway, these samples are in different bottles. They're glass bottles wrapped in bubble wrap and put inside little Ziploc snack bags. So definitely you know, no issue with leaks there. But let's just see here. This one is okay. This one I'm really excited to try. I have a couple of other releases of Larceny Barrel Proof from 2 or 3 years, probably 3 years ago anyway, that I've enjoyed. I love those a lot. And this is the Larceny C924. So this one was 125.1 proof. I apologize. I keep wanting to look at myself, which why would I want to do that instead of over at the camera? So if my eyes are a little wonky from time to time, that's why. Anyway, the Larceny C924. I haven't had any of the batches from, I don't think 23 or 24. So this one's just 2 batches ago. I guess the most recent batch would be the first one for this year. And then this one was the last one for last year. So yeah, I'm really stoked to have this. So thank you, Ben. The second sample here is the Michter's Barrel Strength Rye. I love a good barrel strength rye. Michter's Rye, the Barrel Strength Rye, is a great juice. I've had other of their batches of that. I don't know which batch. Oh, he has the barrel number on there. It's 110.4 proof. So I could figure out which batch that is and see if that's one that I've had, but I don't think it is. So good times. Very good pour. And then this Paul Sutton Bottled and Bond. This one is, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. It's a long name. But this is, it's a 7-year Bottled and Bond. So it's 100 proof, 7 years old. It is the limited Vikings of Honor edition, which I don't know much about. Paul Sutton, I've heard good things. Haven't had any Paul Sutton. So this will be my inaugural pour of Paul Sutton. And here again, I'll share it with my nephew. So that I'm excited about as well. And man, thank you, Ben. Always very generous. I've been a supporter of the Bourbon Note since literally day one. It's kind of funny. This was probably in late summer, early fall of either 20 or 21, and forgive me for not remembering which. But I discovered their channel and binge watched everything they had out to that point, and was just really enjoying their stuff. Started at the beginning and just worked my way through their current video at the time. And I was like, I've been enjoying their stuff for a long time. They're not getting the views they should get. They don't have the subscriber number they should have. I'm going to throw them a bone by at least joining their Patreon, not knowing if they even had one. So in the description of one of their videos I was watching, and like I said, I forget if it was 20 or 21, but if that most current video at the time, there was a Patreon link. I followed it, clicked, and signed up. And little did I know, if I remember correctly, talking to Greg, who used to be on the channel, I think Greg's who I was talking to at the time, said, we weren't ready for that. We literally just started our Patreon account and put the link in there. They didn't even have any, they wanted to do some perks, some merch and things to give to Patreons. I don't think they'd even ordered that or done any of that yet, which that wasn't why I did it to begin with. I just wanted to support them. So they were totally unprepared to have somebody jump right in first thing. And like I said, I didn't even know that was there. Like they had just thrown it up there. So I wasn't stalking them waiting for a Patreon link. It worked out that way, and I thought that was kind of hilarious. So anyway, literally since day one, had been a Patreon supporter of theirs. And in this package, so I do have some other Bourbon Note gear. I have a 3/4 zip pullover hoodie that I wear all the time. But this is a cool hoodie, and it's the updated logo for the Bourbon Note. Is that not cool or what? I love their updated logo, and to have that now on a hoodie, I can represent you guys even more. So I have a t-shirt, I have the 3/4 zip pullover, and I now have this. So yeah, 3 days a week I'll be repping you guys. Thanks for that. very generous, very unexpected to have that thrown in as well. Yeah, go check out the Bourbon Note. For those of you who are subscribed to me that also enjoy whiskey, excuse me, getting over a cold, go find their channel, give them a sub. High quality, well produced videos with great content. If you're into whiskey reviews and things, you've definitely got to go check out Ben at the Bourbon Note. Well, with that, I'm going to stop. Over 10 minutes. That's crazy. I can't shut up and keep these concise. But anyway, with that, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Ben, thank you. I appreciate all of you who tune into my videos. Like I said, I know this one's not exciting for most of you who are enjoying the outdoor content, but that is coming again very soon. And until then, get out there and do something. God bless.